today. I'm not normally that silly. Right, okay.
Recording.
We are indeed.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've done this today on confidence, and the reason for it is this. It doesn't matter what information you've got in front of you. If you've got no inner confidence, you're going to do nothing, because absolutely everything, it starts with you. Now, most people think it's a mountain that we have to conquer, but it's not. It's actually ourselves. And too many people are so distracted with the outside world that they don't realize what they have to conquer in order to be able to move forward is themselves. Because if you can't conquer yourself, how can you conquer anything else? You can't. You really, really can't. And most people, they actually don't get that. They don't get that at all. They think that they have to have all the information. No, it's about you. It's truly about you. Until you value yourself, you won't value your time. You will go round in circles. You will listen to other people. And you'll waste your time. You'll waste your time. You really will. So, what do you do with the first 15 minutes of your day? I want you to think about this, and I want you to put it in the chat box for me and be honest with yourself. Are you the type of person that has either a cup of coffee in the morning? Are you straight on your mobile phone? Do you wake up and go, oh, hello, world? Or do you do a quick dash to the toilet? And I bet that's Kevin's one.
I do that while the kettle's on.
That used to be me. That used to be me. And then, of course, that. And I'm sure I would end up looking like that as well. Very disheveled, not looking after myself at all. I'm thinking about the outside world. Quick dash to the toilet. When really, that can wait. I'm feeding a habit which isn't putting me in control of myself. What you need to do when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you must do is stop and do nothing. Excuse the spelling mistake in that, I can see it myself as well. So you need to put yourself first. You need to take 15 minutes to close your eyes and your mind and ground yourself. If you do not ground yourself, you cannot control your day. So I'm going to ask a very, very simple question. Do you know how to ground yourself?
No.
Cree, do you know how to ground yourself?
Sorry, I muted myself and I didn't know how to unmute it. I like to do meditation. Sometimes that helps me.
I'm going to teach you how to ground yourself first thing in the morning. So that when you start your day is started perfectly. There is nothing that's going to stop you or get in your way of your day. The first 15 minutes of the day is the most important part of the day. It sets you up for your whole day. My first 15 minutes of my day this morning consisted of, and I put it on Facebook, which I don't normally do in the manner that I did. I made the mistake of picking my phone up this morning and not doing what I religiously do. I made the mistake because I knew what we was going to be doing today, and I wanted to see what would happen with my day. And as we started the call today, I said that my day just went. I was literally cramming everything in. I was in my pajamas. I didn't control my day. My day actually physically controlled me, and this is why. I didn't do the most important thing of the day. I didn't ground myself. I let the day control me rather than me control it. So what I want you to do is this. Can you see the trees there? I want every single one of you to close your eyes and imagine yourself sitting at the bottom of your favourite tree. You have to close your eyes. I'll guide you through it. Imagine yourself sitting down at the bottom of the tree. You can feel the ground underneath you. Feel the tree against your spine. Don't worry about that. It's not a problem. It's not an issue. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Christina, we know you're with us, and that's what the universe is telling us. It's not an issue, my darlings. You keep smiling and you close your eyes, okay? Let's get you back to your tree. So as you sit at your tree and you snuggle yourself against the bark and the trunk of the tree, you can see your feet, and your feet are bare. And what you do with the leaves around your feet, you start to move your feet slowly. You start to wriggle your feet. As you wriggle your feet, you can feel the universe touching you. You can push down on the ground, and you can see that your feet will start to sink through soil, and you are attached to the universe. If you push further, you can feel the roots of the tree. Can you feel the roots of the tree? Yeah, I can see Creekan because she's smiling. Yeah, can you still see the roots of the tree? Now open your eyes and tell me right now, Christina, how you feel.
I feel great, right?
Yeah.
Everything is beautiful. So nice to
Mhm.
feel it. Yeah.
Do you feel that you can conquer the world and that nothing can stop you with your day by doing that?
Yeah, I mean, if it's just me without anybody bother, it's all great.
So,
And yes, this is nice. Thank
yeah, so what you do, you give yourself 15 minutes, your first 15 minutes of the day, and you just have it for yourself. You don't give it to anybody else. Because if you don't look after yourself, you can't look after a single person. You
Yes.
can't.
I'm tired.
That will stop you being tired.
Yeah.
That will stop you being tired. Because by you doing that, you're not taking the broken pieces of yesterday to start your day. You're starting your day completely fresh. You're energizing yourself because you're hitting the tree of life. You're energizing yourself.
Great.
So it enables you to power up in a way that you'd never powered up before because you know you're protected, because you can feel that energy. You've never felt that energy before, have you?
No,
No?
it goes through you. Yeah, it's very connected, isn't
Did you feel it, Kevin?
Not sure.
it?
I'll probably get it. I mean, when you say first thing in the morning,
Yeah.
you mean the first 15 minutes you wake up or the first 15 minutes you get up?
First 15 minutes you wake up, don't get out of bed.
That's great. I'll do that because every morning I spend at least that length of time laying there waiting for the oxygen machine to click round to the next bracket. And anyway, so I can be doing that then, can I?
Instead of you thinking about your oxygen and stuff like that, because your oxygen is actually controlling how you start your day. And
Yeah.
effectively, what you're actually saying to yourself, Kevin, have I got enough oxygen for the day?
Yeah.
That's not what you want to be telling yourself to start your day.
Yeah. I just like the clock over to the 8 each morning.
Yeah. No, granted, but this is a trick that was taught to me a while ago.
Yeah.
And I didn't implement it at first. And then you see a massive change in me recently. That's because I've implemented that. And that's why I'm sharing it with you. Because it will ground you and it will help with your day. Now, that's one part of a confidence trick that I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you something else as well. I need to keep going to end it, you know. Okay. Confidence is something you create within yourself by believing in who you are, how you speak to yourself. I've watched a few of you on this call on the way that you speak to yourself. I would never speak to myself the way you speak to yourself. I used to speak to myself like that. I used to be 17 and a half stone. In 2018, March 2018, I was 17 and a half stone. I was doing 10 gym classes a week some days, some weeks. I was battering the gym and I was still fat. I was watching what I was eating. I was still fat. Every time I got up, I looked in the mirror, and guess what I told myself?
You're fat, right?
And guess what I was?
Fat.
Yeah. So then what I did, I had a serious word with myself, okay? And when I had a serious word with myself, the serious word with myself is I taught myself how to fall in love with myself. Now, the way that I taught myself to fall in love with myself is I actually stripped my clothes off myself. And I looked at myself completely bare, naked in the mirror. Who laughed?
I didn't, I cleared my throat.
Because that's what I did the first time I looked at myself bare in the mirror. I laughed. I laughed. I felt so uncomfortable at looking at myself naked in the mirror. I didn't like myself. I hated myself. And I was talking to myself with self-hate. I was causing the issue. I was the issue by the way I was speaking to myself. So I'm not joking, I removed the scales from me. And instead of looking at myself and telling myself I was fat, I started telling myself that I was losing weight. And I lost over 5 stone by loving my body, by telling myself that I am losing weight and I am not fat. Everything you say to yourself is what leads your life through. And that will be your daily life on what you tell yourself. It will be your weekly life, your monthly life, your yearly life, your life. Are you not worth telling yourself that you are amazing? Are you not worth telling yourself that you are beautiful? Are you not worth telling yourself that you can do anything you want to achieve as long as you believe? But while you tell yourself that you're fat, you're ugly, you can't do this, you're incapable, that's where you will be. That's exactly where you will be. I don't normally flip in and out the slides like this, but with this one, I feel that I'm having to. So, ask yourself, are you going to learn to love your body naked? Put a 1 in the chat if you're going to learn to love your body naked, or are you going to carry on telling yourself that you are worthless? I won't be asking for pictures of this, I can totally assure you guys, so feel free to speak.
Well, I did hesitate a bit there, Shan.
Yeah,
What are naked bodies?
you have to learn to love yourself naked. If you don't love yourself naked, how can you love your soul? Because that's what you're learning to love. Learn to love yourself naked, and you'll learn to love your soul, and everything around you will change. The way you speak to other people will change. The people who are in your life will change. Everything will change. And you will...
So, Sam, can I just let Cree know everything she's putting in the chat is coming to me privately instead of to the group, everyone?
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine.
Sorry, I don't know how to chat.
No problem.
I'm not coming on to you, Kevin, I promise.
That's right. I wouldn't want the others thinking that you're in them, right? You know.
This is good.
I'm definitely lesbian. You're all right.
I love it. The way you speak to yourself does truly matter, and I know that better than anybody, because I am no longer a size 20. I'm a 10 to 12. I've gone from being that person that walks up the steps of the aeroplane thinking, my God, I hope the seatbelt fits me. I've gone from being that person to who can now get on children's swings and play with my children, because I've chose to speak to myself a different way. If you catch yourself speaking to yourself badly, forgive yourself and tell yourself not to speak to yourself like that again, because it really does matter. You can paralyze yourself by the way you speak to yourself. Everything starts with the mind. Now, I don't mind sharing this with you, but over the course of the last 18 months, I've paralysed my mind at times by the way I've spoke to myself. And I have been left in my own bed shaking with fear. Shaking with fear because I have taken other people's opinions on, and I have allowed them to get into my mind and paralyse me and stop me from moving forward. So leave people to their opinions and judgments. They can't harm you if they understanding that is faulty, not yours. It's their understanding it's faulty, not yours. And this is why I say to you, do not take other people's opinions on or their judgments, because you will paralyse yourself and you will stop yourself from moving forward. They won't stop themselves from moving forward. You will stop yourself from moving forward. And you will stop yourself from enjoying the best thing, and that's living. Because when you listen to other people's opinions and judgments, you're not listening to your own soul. And if you are not listening to your own soul, you cannot dance to your own melody, which means you cannot move forward. So you need to remove that from yourself, because beauty does begin the moment you decide to be yourself. You need to be you. And the only way to be you is to find you. So if you ground yourself, you'll find you, and you will find the confidence of you. And that is what I have for you today.
Yeah. Coco Chanel.
Becky, it is totally recorded from the beginning, sweetheart, and I will load it up for you immediately. Is there anything you would like to ask me on what I've just spoke about?
I better go and find a tree.
You don't need a tree.
You visualize it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think we're this good tree, so I can picture a real one.
Think of the biggest, strongest tree that you can see. You can imagine. Think of the biggest tree with the biggest roots. Ground yourself daily. Do not let the universe control you. You control it. You can do that anytime during the day. If it gets too much for you, go and ground yourself. It takes 15 minutes. That's all it takes. And failing that, if that does not work, have a shower and wash everything off you. Absolutely everything off you.
Somebody said cold water is the great to start. Yeah, but it's crazy, but this weather. It's like, ooh.
Becky, please come in on this, because I know you're going to get this, and I know Kevin's going to get this. Crete, I don't know much about yourself, but are you very sporty as well? Do you work out quite insanely?
I do like the gym, but lockdown has led me to nothing but the kitchen and the cupboards.
This is something that I want to share with you guys as well. Some days I cannot work at all until I've exercised properly. I have to get the beast out of me. So if you are one of those people and you have got to get the beast out of you, get the beast out of you. Becky, do you have to get the beast out of you before you can really get going?
I try. I always go and take myself for an hour walk first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I can start my day.
If I have a bad day and I cannot get myself grounded, which is not very often, I can't get myself grounded, you will see me jump on my bike. I will jump on my bike 15 minutes, half an hour, because it sets my soul on fire. So remember the things that set your soul on fire, and do that if you can. Like Cree yourself. If you can't get to the gym, run up and down the stairs. Get yourself a workout.
Yeah.
Stairs. Get it so therefore you're doing your push-ups on the stairs. Get it so you're doing your drops on the stairs. The stairs
Yeah.
can be your baby. You can do your step up, step down. Could you imagine that you're doing 15 minutes? You've got the video, you've got your phone at the top of the stairs, you're videoing yourself.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. This is what I've done today to get myself going. That's attraction marketing as well, because you can share this information with other people and you can help them and you can help elevate them. Your confidence will help other people with their confidence, and you will ooze and you will bring confident people to you, and that's what you want for your team. So you have to put yourself first. It's a must.
I'm always yelling at my daughter, come on, be on time. That's my start.
I'd rather be late and ready than on time and not ready. Because I can always say thank you for waiting for me.
I'll agree with you on that one, Sam. I'm late.
But this is where we go wrong. We're too busy worrying about other people, putting other people for ourselves, and because we do not give ourselves that time that we need to put ourselves first, we are spinning. And you cannot be confident unless you fully know yourself. You'll not move forward properly in life. You'll do it halfway, maybe 3/4, but you won't do the full 100%. And I don't know about you, but I come here to do 100%. I'm not doing half of it. I'm doing the whole lot. I want the full experience of everything. So that means it starts with me. And that means it starts with you. Has this helped?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know it was a very, very different training call, and I did forewarn it was going to be very different this week, which is why I knew that we wouldn't have all those on that didn't want this sort of training. But I'm being serious with you guys. If you do not work out who you are, how important you are, how amazing you are going to crawl. You are not going to fly. And you did not come here to crawl through the mud. You came here to fly. You came here to soar like the eagle that you are. There's no excuses. 15 minutes a day.
Well, I love the tree. I will do the tree for sure.
Honestly,
You know, when you feel the roots. Wow.
Take your clothes off. Take your clothes off as well, Christina, and start loving your body.
That's fine. I'll sleep naked anyway.
Most of us do, don't we? Who wants to feel claustrophobic? Most of us, we sleep naked.
Yeah.
You know, it's fact. We're born naked, we're buried naked. Yeah? So love yourself naked. Love your soul.
I need the warmth of my pajamas.
I love you, Becky. You've got the most beautiful soul. She's the only person I actually know, Kevin. Literally, I'll tell you a little story. It was not this February, it was February before. I just turned up at Becky's for about 20 minutes. I need somewhere to stay tonight. Is it right if I stay? And can I be fed? Within half an hour, there was a chili con carne on the table. There. Beautiful people. But yeah, this is what I want to give to you guys. Be very wary of the way you speak to yourself, because the way you speak to yourself, it reflects on the people that you attract to yourself. Be very wary of the way you love yourself, because if you don't love yourself and if you don't love all of you, how can you expect anyone to love you back? How can you expect anyone to respect you back? You can't. So when you put that inner confidence in yourself, it will shine and you will attract the right people to you, rather than the ones that you've got to babysit and pick up and do everything for, because no one wants that either. Please let me know how you've got on trying this, because I really would love to know how it changes you on the inside and how you feel different. And this is how we move together as one. I've shocked you all, haven't I? You're all quiet.
Completely, like, wow, I didn't expect that. You always think about business-wise, business mind. Yeah,
Well, you know, I'm very business minded. I've owned a multi-million-pound company. I've
good.
worked corporate level. I understand all that sort of stuff. But you know what? It doesn't matter what position and job you've got. If you don't love yourself, it ain't going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
None of it's going to go anywhere. It's wasting your time. And everyone else's is around you as well. I know it's blunt.
So,
Yeah, you with that?
yeah.
We'll get business next week again. All right, we'll flip back to business.
No, I like it. The day was nice.
Yeah, I wanted to give you this. I'm just going to end the recording.